Hello friends, welcome to this next and new section of innovations in marketing and marketing of innovations. Now we would be going for marketing of innovations, and here onwards you please remember that whatever we have discussed up till now, you see almost 2/3 of the course we have spent on dwelling upon innovations in marketing, and I believe I have tried to bring a composite picture in front of you. There are several references and definitely it is an evolving thing, so you must also please contribute, and probably we will evolve it further. But here we have tried to understand value chains, micro segments, targets, innovations in different elements of marketing mix, and then concentricity elements, and so many things, and we have gone through several examples. Now let us see how innovations in marketing lead us towards marketing of innovations, and that is very important. Why is it so important? First of all is that last 1 decade especially, you may say 2 decades, but especially last decade and definitely future decades are the era of innovation. Several innovative products. The testimony to that is that if you will try to account for the kind of patents which have been filed in recent times, you try to talk to educational institutions, the technology institutions like Indian Institute of Technology, Roorkee, you would realize that several patents are being filed nowadays. There are softwares like Excel Scout and Derwent wherein you would find an account of large number of patents being filed by several organizations in the world as well as individuals in the world, academicians in the whole of this world, and you would realize so much of innovation is going on. That is a great testimony to what kind of innovations we are going on, especially in products and services. Several copyrights, trade secrets, trademarks, they have been put in as far as the whole situation goes, and trademarks are slightly different, but then definitely. So once we look at this kind of, I would not say eruption, but evolving situation in terms of as far as the whole sphere of innovations go, then definitely marketing of innovations become an important thing, because all the products which would be launched or brought into sphere would not be immediately acceptable or accepted. Probably customer also does not knows that they actually want that somehow. So there is a latent need perspective, and here I would strongly recommend that you please read the chapter portion from Philip Kotler's marketing management book on different kinds of needs. There are 9 or 10 needs which have been explained in that text, and then latent needs or unmet needs, and those kind of needs are there. So those need perspectives have, that perspective has to be dwelled upon when we are talking about marketing of innovation. Then there is a lot of existing products which we are using. So substitution comes in, alternative comes in, and we would not easily switch over. There are so many constraints with the customers as well. There are some resistance factor which are with the customer and so on. And then why should everyone move from this product to that product? Just because the technological evolution is bringing newer products, we should be moving ahead? Probably not. This cannot be the only reason actually, and that is what this all portion is all about. It's a, you see, and the most important element here is when I talk of number of patents or copyrights or those kind of things which are going on, especially patents, lot of investment is going on in developing these kind of products. If you will just quantify the kind of money which has been put in development phases itself, leave aside commercialization portion, you would realize the kind of investment which one has gone for. Then you couple that with the time investment of people. A scientist, an academician spends n number of years in developing one kind of a product or innovation. Account for those years, account for if that time would have been spent on something else, account for that as well. Put costs to all kinds of things. I am not, this subject is not about analyzing the kind of cost and investments, but if you do that, it is a humongous investment which has been done by people all through. Accounting for that, you would realize that it makes a logical sense that all those products should become commercially viable, and definitely not only in the sense of returns of costs in terms of revenues or profits or gains, but also in terms of the benefit to the customers. After all, any innovator actually is foreseeing not only the monetary benefit, but the gain to the respondent and the beneficiary in terms of that particular product goes. That is meant for someone. So, that should reach to that someone at the end of the day, and that is how we should be looking at the need and importance of marketing of innovations in due course of time. And let us start our story with this way or that way perspective, kind of products being innovative, but marketing efforts not being so apt or appropriate, or we may criticize those marketing efforts as of now, but they must have tried hard, but those could have been better. That is the significance of this discussion. And then many innovations which marketers marketed well. So, let us start our discussion with this kind of this side and that side, and we will realize that why marketing of innovation is relevant, and then we will try to build up some theoretical framework in probably next session, and then we will go ahead with as far as this situation goes. And I promise that we would be bringing lots of examples to you, lots of examples in terms of high end technological space, rural grassroots level pure manual based manually operated products and grassroots products as well, and definitely, as I am mentioning, the latest patents and those kind of things which we are trying to go for as far as the whole situation goes. So, let's start, and then it's a wonderful saying which has been put here, and I have not done that. So, if a tree falls in the forest and no one is around to hear it, does it makes a sound? Does it make a sound? Jungle mein mor nacha, kisne dekha? Who is the witness? So, it's a Hindi quote, but you see, if something happens in a distant land, who is the witness? And that is what is marketing of innovation all about. Innovation is done, patent has been achieved, it has been published, it has been certified, then what? Okay, leave aside revenue, even if that patent was circulated, that patented product was would have reached to the market, at least benefits would have percolated down to the beneficiary. So, you see, to it goes with innovation, digital transformation, as the text says. Innovation in and of itself will rarely lead to success. Innovation needs marketing to create disruption and purpose in life. So, that is the perspective which somehow we should be focusing upon as far as the innovation sphere goes. And you see, my main objective here is to highlight these things wherein, and this is kind of a message to the young and budding entrepreneurs. The other day I was talking to some of my innovation students here at IIT Roorkee, and they were saying that what kind of an entrepreneurial idea we should be pursuing, and I told them that is it always necessary to bring in something of your own in terms of idea goes? There are n number of patents which have been filed by academicians here. You just go to them, make them partners, make them your mentors, and try to market their ideas and pursue entrepreneurship. That can always be done. It is not always necessary that I should be doing something of my own which actually belongs to me, it comes to me. That is good, but it is not necessary. So, you see, why marketing of innovation we are discussing, and innovation is a top priority for almost every organization. We have talked about that. It not only caters to substitution and alternatives and competition, we have discussed this threadbare. But to achieve success through innovation, companies must put up as much energy and investment into marketing new offerings as they do in generating them, and that is precisely the point. And the source of this precise slide and the text and the discussion which we are having is John D. L. 2019, a recent paper, Why Great Innovation Needs Great Marketing, Harvard Business Review, page number 2 to 5. So, the success of innovations, especially groundbreaking ones, and there are several groundbreaking innovations. Groundbreaking innovations are those which have potential to benefit several people. So, the success of innovations, especially groundbreaking ones, depends on understanding people's fundamental needs and drivers. What do they need actually? And I would be talking about this when I would be talking about, do they need the usage perspective or something else? What are the drivers? Identifying customers and developing the entire go to market and usage ecosystem. Listen to this once more. Understanding people's fundamental needs and drivers, identifying customers and developing the entire go to market usage ecosystem. These are the main parts of marketing when we are talking of marketing of innovation. There is a question which would be coming to us very soon, that is marketing of innovation different than the conventional marketing or whatever we have been talking about at the end of the day? I would say yes, and I would be keep on giving you the answer throughout this last segment of our course, almost 10 hours more. So those kind of things would be discussed, while I would try to differentiate marketing of innovation with a marketing perspective in general, which we have tried to build up as of now. And here comes the question which I was saying. So this is a question which we would be focusing upon. Is marketing of innovation same as marketing of any other product which is there? Innovation in marketing tells us that marketing of any product requires innovation in marketing. So definitely marketing of innovation has to have a graduate level in terms of as far as marketing of any other product goes, because that is a new product, that is something which customer might not know at all, that is something which might be there in the customer's mind. And I have been using my favorite examples for you always, and I talked about this earlier as well, but just briefly I would repeat that. Always, every child, you ask anyone, I also used to say that, and people also say that, several people and my students say that I would study, but I don't want to write. My PhD scholars, they tell me that they want to study, they want to read, but they don't want to write thesis. Of course, writing thesis is a humongous task. I always tell them, why to write? Go to MS Office 365 and dictate. That's all. We have been fancying dictation throughout our lives, and when dictation software is there, they don't dictate. That is where marketing of innovation comes in, and dictation is an innovation as against the usage of keyboards. You see, I always tell them that you have been complaining for a number of years that somehow it is very difficult for us to write, it takes one day to write 2 pages, and I always tell them, you see, it takes only 15 minutes to dictate 2 pages. One day, 15 minutes. They are willing to spend valuable 4 years of their lives in actually struggling with the keyboard, and somehow still they are not adopting that as far as the dictation goes. And this MS Office 365, I am a user of that, that is why I can say that with conformity, has several templates. Now here comes a case. Marketing of innovation could be better. I am not saying that it was not good. It could have been better in this particular case which we are discussing here right now. And look at this. You see, as of now I am trying to generate a comparison between different kinds of elements to justify marketing of innovation. MS Office 365 is one of those examples. Akash, the world's cheapest tablet. It's a talked about story. It actually was taken as a revolution when Akash was introduced. It was probably only 2000 rupees a tablet, and it could have done wonders if it would have been marketed better. The world's cheapest tablet, Akash, was developed with a dream of providing a low cost tablet to every student. Imagine millions of students using tablets. It would have done wonders to our education system. And I sometimes imagine every nook and corner, every village school, everywhere. You see, today India has revolutionized its connectivity as of now. So Akash would have done wonders. Several agencies work closely to provide application software support for data enumeration, secure data storage, secure data access and transmission, and so on. Additionally, it provides foldable solar charging stations and extra battery pack that lasts 8 hours. it had several good elements, and imagine the number of students along with Akash. The source for this discussion is Singh R and Roy SK 2013, a case study marketing the $35 Akash tablet in marketing cases from emerging markets, Berlin, Heidelberg, Springer, Berlin, Heidelberg. So, now the standout feature of Akash tablet was its price tag, as I said, $35 only. Brilliant. And it was envisioned as a device for the countless students who couldn't even afford textbooks. That is one most important thing, aiming to be India's equivalent of the iPad. The initial versions of Akash tablet had hardware and performance limitations with limited usability and appeal. That always happens. Look at any automotive, look at EVs nowadays. They are technologically sound, but are they as sound as they should be as of now? You can't claim that. And there are several other things. You see, we require so many battery charging stations. We are struggling with everything, but we are trying to focus upon that. Why not in this case? We could have done that, and we can still do that. So, there are performance limitations whenever you innovate upon a product, and even you create a new recipe, then also there are some issues with that. So, the hopes for Akash tablet were built upon the belief that India, with its status as an information superpower, which we have become now, could effectively leverage its strengths to improve the lives of economically and socially disadvantaged citizens. However, a better alignment with the actual needs, and that was the thing which I was focusing upon, actual needs of its target users, and the swiftly changing dynamics in both policy and the economy would have done good to the product. It is a matter of alignment, and we have been talking about value chains. So, that is where the difference of marketing of innovations comes into fore. Innovations in marketing can traverse towards all the products, but innovations in marketing can specifically focus upon marketing of innovations with that kind of an enthusiasm and zeal which innovations in marketing require, intensity which we require. Akash could have been dealt with reference to marketing value chains, marketing networks, and marketing value webs also, value networks and value webs also. It was positioned as an innovation set to transform the education sector, which was right. There was a hope that this approach would stimulate progressive advancements within the education sector akin to efficiencies seen in the country's knowledge and business processing service sector. Somehow might be if we would have sort of positioned it as an integrated thing basically, rather than positioning it as an alternative or a substitution would be a better word, to the contemporary system basically. So, we could have thought about bringing it as a complementary kind of a thing, and the usage would have been easy in terms of adaptation. So, there was some aspect which positioning element could have been thought of. So, just try and look into this, especially when we are talking of, and we have talked about positioning with reference to innovations in marketing. When Akash entered its testing phase, there had been a significant transformation in the mobile telephony industry in the country. Simultaneously things are going on. Are we accounting for that? This transformation involved a strong push for broadband services and aggressive promotion of more affordable domestically manufactured handheld smartphones through competitive pricing. It is essential to highlight the distinction. Complementarity would have brought in some perspective, or we could have accounted for that smartphones are coming, people would be having a screen in their hands. Can Akash have that kind of a feature or perspective wherein mobile and these either can complement, or mobile is for different uses, Akash can create a distinction for itself. Other inexpensive tablets and cell phones definitely were there, higher specs and with a larger range of functions were also there, and competed, those were competing with as far as Akash goes. So, as far as this perspective goes. The pricing also had some element of, the pricing kept the serious manufacturers away from building tablets. Now, when you are going for such a big revolution, you require value chain partners, several kinds of manufacturers who would be putting up things across. They would be getting, and I told you this when we were discussing pricing with reference to innovations in marketing. Now, when we are talking about involving people on board, their direct benefit is one thing and their long term benefit is also the other thing basically. So, why would manufacturers or prospective partners come along with you? Could we tell them the benefits, or could we justify the benefits in front of them, or we just gave them a target? That makes a difference. Akash tablet was intended to be an extremely affordable device with a target retail price of around $35 for the initial version. However, the actual cost of manufacturing and producing the tablet was higher than the target price. This led to budgetary constraints and difficulties in maintaining the low retail price while ensuring quality. Their supply chain issues were there, manufacturing and delivery delays were there. Definitely we could not create the sphere which could manufacture this equipment at a larger level. Akash tablet had restricted technical capabilities also, that definitely was there, and it had to evolve in due course of time. Once you would have gone for a larger production sphere, then definitely we would have resolved so many issues. And here comes another case which is related to marketing of innovation, which which can be found or discussed with reference to things being done almost right. I would not say right, but almost right. Electronic voting machines. We have talked about that in our last segment when we were talking about innovations in marketing with reference to beyond business. So, EVMs, is a technological marvel as you can see, and it was introduced in 1980s. The EVM became an integral part of world's largest democracy, significantly improving the efficiency, transparency and reliability of electoral process. Its introduction revolutionized the electoral process, making it more efficient, transparent and inclusive. EVMs have significantly reduced the scope for electoral fraud, and we have discussed that last time as well. So, I would briefly go quickly. Marketing played a crucial role in the success of electronic voting machine compared to Akash tablet, developed by the same company, and that is what I am trying to say here. Many times things are being produced by the same manufacturers, same producers, same marketers are involved, but marketing of innovation in one case can have a distinct focus and progression, and in the other case might not be found in the similar kind of a fashion. You see, India's EVMs are portable, economical, helping more than 800 million. These statistics I gave you in the last session as well, and it strengthened the complete electoral system. And again there is a case which is talking about almost right. Amazon Alexa, launched in 2014. Eco with its AI Alexa, the Eco combines the core components of AI and e-commerce in an architectural innovation that delivers an all-encompassing consumer experience. Through three key actions, Amazon created value for its customers, and watch this, because we were talking about what could be done better. We graduated from Akash to EVM, now look at Alexa, and captured value through an estimated more than 500 million unit sales of the Eco 2023. 500 million is a big number, giving a strong competition to the competitors, and Eco delivers over 1000 skills with ease of consumer use. You see the kind of innovation which was brought in the product, and it was marketed well as well, because consumer adaptability was a big question when Alexa came in, and there were several contemporary products which could not do so well. You see, it is not that Alexa was easily adaptable, there were several similar products which did not do well at all, and you can look into the marketing discussions associated with these kind of products. So, Alexa acts as the consumer's personal assistant with over 1000 different and unique skills. Beginning with basic music and retail features, Amazon's started with music, the most adaptable element, and we have talked about music last time when we were talking about Karma. Amazon's Eco has since added functionalities to Alexa like checking bank accounts, which is more important, relevant and touches everyone, ordering pizza, it also touches many, and calling a taxi, which also touches many, and so on. Open system approach was there. This, besides offering more than 1000 skills, Amazon employed an open system approach in the development of Alexa. Through this open approach coupled with financial incentives for developers. Did we do that in Akash case also? So, Amazon's Eco has effectively motivated thousands of developers to create products that either integrate with Eco or incorporate Alexa technology into their own devices, and that is commendable. The marketing success talks, when we talk about as far as Alexa goes, is apart from Amazon's efforts to ensure the Eco and Alexa offer a diverse range of skills within consumers' homes, Through their integrated software, the company also made substantial investments in promoting the product's success through robust marketing initiatives. And what were those? Some of those were like, in its inaugural Super Bowl commercial, Amazon effectively showcased Alexa's capabilities by featuring celebrity appearances. Celebrities talking to Alexa. Alexa, do this for me. Alexa, talk to me. Beautiful voice comes in and the data comes to you. Demonstrating its ability to play music. Alexa, play a beautiful song. I want to be nostalgic, and the kind of effect which it gives you. It's wonderful. Provide answers to the questions. Many times, you find advertisements when young kids are asking questions, 2 plus 2, 4, and enable online purchases through voice activation as well. This initial captivating advertisement has garnered more than 19 million views online, and significantly, you see, nowadays talking in millions is simple, but gaining that kind of an attention is difficult. So, 19 million views online and significantly heightened awareness of eco among Amazon customers, increasing it more from approximately 50% to now surpassing 80%. The surge in awareness has translated into enhanced sales and greater utilization of Alexa's technology. And you see, be it Alexa, be it Akash, be it EVM, be it even a simple credit card, simple application like UPI, any other application for that matter, any learning application for that matter, any tutor based application basically, even any application where that application would make you secure as far as the social circumstances go, or would fetch you health perspective. How frequently are you using those applications? Any simple product like in terms of as far as some new kind of a footwear goes, some newer camera goes, and as I said, dictation software goes, any simple kind of as far as the introduction in the sphere goes. Many times a simple chair, you just don't want to sit on it because somehow you don't like the appearance of the chair, but although it is completely beneficial for you. All these things, they encompass the need for understanding the role of marketing in innovation. And when we talk about, I have just tried to bring up this need element through some comparative stories and cases in front of you. We would be going for a systematic discussion on what is actually required as far as building our understanding to pursue marketing of innovations go. And as I said, please keep going through the videos which we have gone through up till now, wherein we have specifically tried to imagine a value chain, a value network, a value web with respect to innovation. Because in Akash's case, we address the product, we address some portion of the value chain, but not the complete value network or value web. In EVM, it was obvious for us to do that, probably it was a need for us to do that, because we had to touch all the voters, whole of the electorate. And in Amazon's case, they tried to use the quality which was required at EVM's level, touching all the people, all the lives, tried to collate that kind of a perspective with an underlying need of the customer's understanding and bring something which was easy to use, easily adaptable, and could be I would say enjoyable, an enjoyable experience by all the people. So, here I leave you with this thought that marketing of innovations always requires customers' perspective, that is sure, but enjoyability of almost everyone involved in this process. I would be coming back to you with a discussion on what is marketing of innovation at large, and we will build up a case through and through for next almost 10 hours on this subject. I will be catching up with you next time. Till then, goodbye.